Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I have a banger for you all today. Okay, we're gonna be talking about my experience on a 2026 BMW S1000RR M with the Stage 1 BT Moto tune and a full titanium exhaust by yours truly, Sparks. And my review on the bike is that it's exceeded virtually every metric of expectation I came with. Basically, what I wanted was a bike that can sort of mimic how the R1M was, but just do everything better. And the R1M is a very special bike, so there are still many things that did better. But the BMW has eclipsed it in almost every single metric. So before we get to the good stuff, let's start off with my biggest complaint about owning the BMW. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the infamous vibration issues they have. The handlebars and foot pegs vibrate to a degree that I physically cannot stand. They are so fucking vibratey that a part of me wishes I would have given the Ducati or Aprilia RSV4 another glance. I'm not saying I would have gone down that route. Those bikes have other quirks that I probably wouldn't have liked, but the vibration on this bike is just fucking unbelievable. You know, I've read on the forums that people have tried bar end weights, and sometimes that alleviates the issues. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot emphasize how much vibration you feel on this bike. Literally, my left foot, like I literally have to get it off the foot peg from time to time to just fucking relax. The vibration, you could feel it in your bones, dude. And you know, your hands vibrate obnoxiously. I thought it was bad during break-in. Once you fucking start revving this bike out, especially around 10,000 RPM, dude, the vibration is just unfucking believable. I remember when I first encountered this, I thought maybe I had a shitty bike. Maybe I had bad luck. Maybe I had a bike that came from factory with issues. Nope. And this is a commonly reported issue. It's been going on since the Gen 4, since the 2022 to 2024 models. And you would think with the Gen 5 they would have eradicated this issue, but sure enough they haven't. And by what I can tell, you basically have to put up with it. And the only workarounds I can see is literally getting your foot off the pegs from time to time and just shaking it off. And as far as your hands, because the clip-ons, man, the grips, man, the handlebar grips are so fucking small, dude. And I think that's by design. It's supposed to be sporty and whatnot, and small enough that the heated grips can fucking, you know, obviously heat your hands during the winter months. But it's literally like grabbing onto metal, dude. And so the best workaround I've come to find is literally putting on cruise control and fucking giving your hands a break, especially your right hand, as that's the one that's going to be stressed the most. So like I said, I wanted to start off with the negatives. Besides that, the other real negative thing I can say, which honestly there isn't much, man, would probably be how easy it is to go into false neutral. Now this could be a thing that as I gain more experience that I get better at over time, but false neutral on this bike is just so easy to occur. And especially because the shifter, while it's the best shifter I've ever felt, it's a very mushy kind of feel. It's not mechanical where you could really feel where you're clicking up or down and gives you that feedback. It's very mushy. It feels very soft per se, so you don't really you don't really feel that mechanical side to it. And while that's one of the things that I really like about it, how effortless it is, fuck, dude, there's a fine balance between mushy and kind of feeling like it's too mechanical, and I wish that could have been a happy medium between the two. Because ironically enough, at stoplights, when you are trying to find neutral, it is a pain in the ass to find neutral. And I've ridden plenty of liter bikes by this point, friends or my own, and this one is the worst at finding fucking neutral. Unless you don't want to find neutral, and then you fucking find it with a false neutral. So those are my biggest quirks with the bike. And the last one I can really add to the list would be the seating position. I feel like the seating position, honestly, I like the R1M seating position, how aggressive and hugging the tank it was. This one, I feel like you're way too high up on the tank. It feels like you're riding on top of the bike instead of being part of the bike, which can be a pro and a con. Pro, because it's easier on your back. Con, because if you're really trying to race it, it feels very awkward sitting that high up. I find that you often have to adjust how serious you are while sitting on this bike. If I want to take corners fast and whatnot, I feel like I have to purposely lay down on the tank, while on the R1M, you're already kind of laying down on the tank. You didn't really go out of your way to do it. It's already like positioned like that. And this bike, I literally have to sit all the way in the back of the seat, hug the tank, and lay down for it to feel that sporty R1M style, Moto GP style seating position. So that's a pro and a con. Now let's get to where it eclipses every single super bike I've ever felt. Let's start with the inline 4. This particular motor by far is the fastest motor I've ever felt on a bike. Faster than a stock Ninja H2. I can't even put into words how fucking it has exceeded every single metric I've basically given. You know, I thought it would be performing at this level, and it exceeded that by a significant margin. This new generation BMW is simply on another level. I can't believe that with just an exhaust and a fucking flash tune, not even a dyno tune, it's performing the way it is performing. Even stock, it exceeded every single metric I've thought was possible. It truly is a next generation superbike. The only bikes that this bike has to worry about, if you could even say worry, would be the 2026 Ducatis and the 2026 Aprilas. Every single other manufacturer, you do not have to sweat them. Those Kawasaki ZX-10Rs, they're a joke. The Honda boys are a joke. The Yamaha boys are a joke. The Suzuki boys are a joke. Literally, the only your fucking bikes that you're gonna compete with that may give you some trouble are the European, Italian ones. And that's a big if, man. That'll come down to hardware, because these bikes are dynoing crazy numbers, man. And what really made me feel this way, not only was it racing my homeboy's Honda, but I ended up going against a Honda with a fully built motor, ported heads, and an aftermarket aggressive cam on an extended swing arm. And I ended up beating the fucking shit out of his bike, dog. I ended up gapping that boy. And I couldn't believe that was possible with just a fucking tune and exhaust. A literal base map tune in and exhaust. This bike has exceeded the metric there. So in terms of performance, it's on another level, dog. Completely different dimension. In terms of comfort, if we get past the vibration bit, the seating position preferences I have, it is objectively more comfortable than the R1M and most liter bikes. It is more comfortable. You have so much technology behind this with heated grips, cruise control, and wheelie control, ABS, stability control, custom traction control. The electronics are fucking amazing, dude. And so this bike gets another point for electronics. The way the electronic steering dampener works is superior to the way the 2016 Yamaha R1M's steering dampener worked, and that was electronically controlled as well. The suspension is electronically controlled here too. This, like, in terms of electronics, handling, performance, this bike just exceeds every single metric I could have given it. It's fucking shocking, dude. Like, whoa, type shit. And man, there's many things this bike does that are very impressive. Another thing that I really like about this bike, perhaps my favorite thing besides the motor, is going to be its cornering ability. This bike just wants to fall into corners, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean that in a good and predictable way. You do not have, it's so effortless. The key word is effortless to corner hard on this bike. It is so stable and just wants to lean, dude. It literally just wants to lean into corners. I remember when I first rode it, I'm like, fuck, dude, it feels like this bike is falling, because that's how effortless it is to lean. The handling is just, whoa, dude, whoa. Fucking, it sets you back. On the R1M, you had to position your body right. You had to fucking counter steer hard to get those corners right, and this just it effortlessly does it, dude. Incredible performance, absolutely shocking. And like I said, the electronics are spot on, the handling is spot on, the motor is spot on, and the brand identity, like it or not, BMW is deemed as a luxury brand. People seem to give it more love, more respect, more attention, and you know, I kind of fuck with that. A lot of people don't even know what Ducatis are. If you come up at a random fucking parking lot, most people don't even know what Ducatis are unless you're a bike person. They don't know that. That's not a car brand. But BMW is both a car and bike brand, so people are going to recognize the badge, and they're going to put some fucking respect on that badge. And so that is basically where I'm at on the bike. I'm extremely impressed. In virtually every single metric, it surpassed my expectations. And I have a lot of videos to come. I actually have a sponsorship coming up with Motorrad, and simply put, my chin mount failed recently, and I'm gonna switch brands to Motorrad. I believe their products are superior, so I'll have a code coming real soon for a discount on that for your chin helmets that aren't done through chin mounts. Simply put, chin mounts have way too many points of failure. I am excited to make the switch. And what else can I say, ladies and gentlemen? We have a lot of content to come. We finally broke in the C7 Z51 427. That shit is running incredibly. That exceeded expectations on its own. And hope you enjoyed the videos, ladies and gentlemen. If you are thinking about purchasing a new Gen 5 BMW S1000RR, I highly recommend that y'all do it. It will not disappoint you. That bike has exceeded expectations. Just know that the real biggest quirk on the bike is the vibrations. If you could live with how uncomfortable it can get over time, and you're in for a treat. This has been your host with the most, signing out.